Hey everybody, welcome back to more Thrones of Eldraine pack opening. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed since we got around $38 worth from the last video. 18 packs in total. Our goal was $45, so we got pretty close to it, but didn't quite reach it. Insatiable Appetite, Memory Theft, Charm Sleep, Roving Keep, Dwarven Mine, Lockwayne Paladin, Ginger Brute, Trapped in the Tower. Oh, a little bit of a fairy tale mythology right there. Tournament Grounds, Bog Naughty, Venerable Knight, and Fae of Wishes as the rare. So far, no duplicate rares, so I'm digging that. As a collector, I just want to have one of everything. So definitely going to add this one as a part of my collection. Going to try and see if I can collect every single card in the set. Number 282. I think this is one of the alternative artwork ones, so it might be worth even more than expected. Now, some of the cards that I thought would be worth $10 or more in the last video ended up being worth just, $1 or $2. And shout out to Murderous Rider, because that was an uncommon card and it was actually worth like $9 or $10. Much more than expected. Opt, Bloodhaze Wolverine, Shining Armor, Return to Nature, Giant Skewer, Arden Veil Tactician, Mystic Sanctuary, Outmuscle, Mystical Dispute, Enchanted Carriage, Cauldron Familiar, Castle Vantress. Hey, I saw this card around. Hopefully this is one of the more expensive rares. Castle Vantress. Enter the battlefield tapped unless you controlled an island. If you control an island, you can use its mana power instantly. Mana power. Robber of the Rich. Is that a mythic? That's a mythic holographic, folks. Not just any mythic, a mythic holographic. Robber of the Rich, number 138 of 269. Hey! Looks like we're finally making some bank. Got ourselves a land on the back. I really just collect these cards for the fun of it, and maybe I'll play a couple of games with them. But at the end of the day, I don't expect myself to be selling any of the rare or mythics. So it's really just a fun way to see what we get by calculating the values rather than actually selling them. Memory Theft. Tall as a Beanstalk. Barrow Witches. Oh, Weapons Rack. Beloved Princess. Oh. Vantress Paladin. Wintermoor Commander. Sorcerer's Broom. I see a lot of Human Knight cards, so I would love to play that group, that tribe group. Wicked Wolf. Is that our rare? I think that's our rare. Wicked Wolf. That's the rare. A little bit of Red Riding Hood theme, I think. So maybe that card art, this one, that I said, hey, that looks kind of like Red Riding Hood. Maybe that really is Red Riding Hood. Don't know yet. Haven't pulled her. And we got ourselves Fortifying Provisions as the holographic common in the back. Now, the one thing I will say about Magic boosters is that it seems like they're pretty consistent when it comes to their value. Unlike Pokemon booster packs, where if you open up a $100 or $90 booster box, you might get, $40 worth of value. You might get yourself $400 worth of value. That's how varied Pokemon can be. But for Magic the Gathering, it seems pretty straightforward. If you buy yourself a $100 booster box, you're going to get close to that value. You might get like, $60 all the way up to maybe $140 or something. But it's going to be right around that area. Hey, number 292. So this is one of the alternative artwork for Embereth Shieldbreaker. Only really good if this card is any useful. So we'll put that one over there. We got ourselves a Thunderous Snapper. Fairy Vandal. I'll have to be extra careful. Hey, a Magic Mirror, our third mythic card. Legendary Artifact. Number 51 out of 269. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each knowledge counter on Magic Mirror. So it's a card, you play a bunch of spells, you have to draw a bunch of spells. One thing that is consistent across all card games is that mana ramp and card draw is always consistently powerful, regardless of whatever, whatever card game you're playing. Card draw and mana ramp or power ramp is always going to be good. Raging Redcap, Rose Thorn Acolyte, Tempting Witch, Jousting Dummy, Ardent Veil Tactician, Knight of the Keep, Inquisitive Puppet. A lot of the uncommon cards are worth just around 10 cents. A lot of the common cards are worth just a couple of pennies, so I'm not really going to count those. The uncommons I might add up into a total value, saying just every one of them is worth exactly 10 cents. Happily Ever After. This one is actually the worst rare you can get. It's worth like barely anything, and that's mainly because Happily Ever After is pretty much impossible to ever work. So Happily Ever After is a card that gives you an instant win, but the condition of you instant winning is so difficult. It's like Exodia, except Exodia you can actually pull off, but Happily Ever After, I don't think you can ever actually pull that off. Even from like my limited knowledge, I can tell, okay, you need to have one of every single color inside your graveyard or something insane. That's pretty much impossible. Wicked Guardian, Rally of the Throne, Animating Fairy, Into the Story, and Ayara, First of Locked Wayne as the legendary creature elf noble rare. Still no duplicate rare, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And in the back we also have Embrance Shieldbreaker as the holographic uncommon. Another thing I will have to say about Magic is that they're holographic. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by these holographics. You can do better, Magic. You can definitely do better. Like, the holographics, you can barely tell they're holographic. Barter Cow, so tiny. Barjin, Arden Vale Paladin, Fel the Pheasant, Lash of Thorns, Jousting Dummy, Arden Vale Tactician, Knight of the Keep, Unexplained Vision, Drown in the Lock. Drown in the Lock, surprisingly valuable. One of the uncommon cards that's actually worth more than 10 cents. Burning Yard Trainer, Beanstalk Giant, and Feasting Troll King as the rare. Massive creature costing 6 mana to summon, a 7/6 with Vigilance and Trample, but that's very common of green magic, or green color. They just have lots and lots of big creature. I am feeling very good so far about this second pack opening. I'm glad we split it up. Normally I would not do this, but I needed to split it up just so that I can, get a better understanding of what I'm looking at, get a better understanding of what the value of something of these cards are, what's good, what's bad, what's really am I looking for. Because it's no fun for me to look over cards and be like, I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? I want to know when I get a good card that I'm like, oh, dang, that's one of the ones we're looking for. That's it. There's the big ticket. Sir Alan, the Lion's Call, not worth very much. I think 10 cents. Worthy Knight as the rare. We've gotten so many rare human knights, so I think I might actually gonna create a knight deck. Gonna see how that goes. See all the cards that have knight synergy, which is the white color, and see how that works out. Worthy Knight as the rare. Whenever you cast a knight spell, create a 1/1 human knight token. So, 2 mana for 2/2, not bad, with a pretty insane ability, I think. I'm surprisingly satisfied with this booster box. I might not have to open up a second one. How crazy is that? That we actually open up a booster box and get just about every card inside of that set. Crystal Slipper, Barter Cow, Moonlit Scavengers, Wolf's Quarry, Festive Funeral, Dwarven Mine, Lockwayne Paladin, Ginger Brooch, Trapped in the Tower, Golden Egg, Giant's Opportunity, All That Glitters, Belle of the Brawl, That's a brand new card. We have not had a Belle of the Brawl yet. And Robber of the Rich as the mythic. We already got one Robber of the Rich, a holographic version. So this is the non-holographic version. So our 4th mythic pull of the booster box. I'm hoping this card is going to be what brings us richness, because let's be honest, rob some richness and give it to me, please. On to the next pack. I'm still looking for Mrs. Red Riding Hood, hopefully seeing what she looks like. True Love's Kiss, Wishful Merfolk, Bloodhaze Wolverine, Lost Legion, Wolf's Quarry, Silver Flame Ritual, Searing Barrage, Eye Collector, Charmed Sleep, Lockwing Gargoyle, Foul Mire Knight, Righteousness. I think this card might be worth something. It's a 1 mana 1/1 with potential death touch. So that's pretty cool. Heraldic Banner. Once Upon a Time. Hey, there we go. Once Upon a Time. One of the cards that's actually worth quite a bit. I think we're going to add bank with this one. The problem with Once Upon a Time is it's one of those scenarios where if you get it at the beginning of the game, it's absolutely insane. If you get it at a different part of the game, then it's not nearly as good. But that brings up just the problem of RNG, you know. I'm not sure why Magic would print a card that requires that much randomness. I feel like Magic has always been one of those games that's very low random chance. And if you ever played Pokemon, it's very heavy on random chance. I mean, there's coin flipping, there's all kinds of just so much luck involved with just how the game is played that you could definitely get like bricked and get absolutely nothing good. Gilded Goose as the rare. We got a golden egg laying goose as a rare, so that's pretty neat. I have no idea what this one's worth, but it's pretty thick back here. So is there something behind here, Joe? Just a swamp. I feel like we've gotten quite a variety of cards. We've gotten everything from, you know, the best rares in the game to the worst rares in the game. Thrill of Possibility, Fell the Pheasant, Tempting Witch, Idyllic Grange, Garenbrig Paladin, Eye Collector, Scaldering Cauldron, Brimstone Trebuchet, Crashing Drawbridge, Shambling Suit, Edgewall Innkeeper, Improbable Alliance, and Oko, Thief of Crowns as the mythic. There we go, boys. There we go. That's the bank card right there. Oko, Thief of Crowns. Hey, I think this one just made us our money's back. Wow, Oko, Thief of Crowns. I'm so glad I don't have to go and buy this card to complete the collection. Pulling it feels so much better. Ah, what a beautiful legendary Planeswalker. So glad we got it. Number 197 of 269. Never gonna get tired of saying that. And in the back, looks like we got ourselves a holographic to go with it. Fierce Witch Stalker. Oko, Thief of Crowns, everybody. So, I'm absolutely overwhelmed right now. This is better than I could have hoped for. I knew we were going to get close to getting $90, but I was like, what, man, are we really going to make our monies back from a booster box? And we totally did. I'm going to say that with confidence now. I'm pretty confident we definitely made our monies back. We only had one mythic pull in the last 18 packs, and now with the next 18 packs, which is what we're doing right now, we've already gotten 3 mythics, actually 4 mythics, and one of them is holographic, so that's already blown it out of the water. Definitely better. Grumgully the Generous, legendary creature. I'm going to put this one to the side just because it's a legendary creature, even though it is uncommon. Okame Adversary, that's a holographic. Hang on, we did it again. Sundering Stroke is our rare. It's a sorcery spell, so that's why we kind of skipped it. Did not expect it to be so far. Did not expect it to be one of the rares. Sundering Stroke and Okame Adversary is an uncommon holographic. You guys almost can't tell it's holographic, but I can tell. I'm gonna try to bring it up close so you guys can see the shine, but one of the things that I would say Magic can definitely do better is to really show off their holographics. I mean, really, the only thing that's glowing is like that tiny little bit of mark on top of his head. They can do better than that. I really want the holographic cards to pop, you know. Next pack. Holographic cards are just something for you to bling out your deck with. So you really want them to be as absolutely gorgeous as possible. Fortifying Provisions, Tomb Raider, Crystal Slipper. What just dropped? We got ourselves Fell the Pheasant as the common, Tempting Witch, Witch's Cottage, some witch stuff, Merrily Rider, Henge Walker. I love that the elf just ride giant foxes. That's really cool. Searing Barrage, Beloved Princess, Spinning Wheel, Wandermare, Order of Midnight, Oathsworn Knight as the Human Knight rare. Hey, Oathsworn Knight. It's a Human Knight, which I would love to make a deck of, but it's a black color, so probably not going to be able to put that into my Knight deck. And a regular Swamp. Next pack, let's rip right through it. See what we get. We got ourselves an Ogre Errant, Fortifying Provisions, Tomb Raider, Karen Braid Carver, Giant Skewer, Jousting Dummy, Scorching Dragonfire, Wildwood Tracker, Bake into a Pie, Rally for the Throne, Beanstalk Giant, Cauldron's Gift, Vantress Gargoyle as the rare. I can't believe we've opened like 34 packs and still not a single duplicate rare. That's how it should be. And we got ourselves a Henge Walker as the holographic common. Next pack. So I'm very confident that we made more than $45 in this video. Maybe we even made enough to make the last video recoupable. Prize Griffin, Rose Thorn Halberd, Foreboding Fruit, Golden Egg, Idyllic Grange, Garenbrig Paladin, Eye Collector, Scaldering Cauldron, Deathless Knight as the uncommon, Once the Future, Cauldron's Gift, and Stone Coil Serpent as the rare. An artifact creature usable in just about every single deck because it doesn't have a specific color. So this one I think might be worth something if it's any good, just because you can use it in such a variety of decks. Our last pack. Once again, we've made our monies back, so I'm pretty confident saying that even though I haven't seen the value of the cards. Silver Flame Squire. So whatever is in this pack, I don't even mind. It could be the worst rare in the game, which we've already gone, and it still would be fine. Malevolent Noble, Merfolk Secret Keeper, Outmuscle, Mystic Sanctuary, Unexplained Vision, Covetous Urge, Sir Eleonora the Discerning, legendary creature, Human Knight for blue magic, Matt Ratter, and Bone Crusher Giant as the rare. We already got ourselves a Bone Crusher Giant, so this one would be a duplicate, but that's completely fine. Bone Crusher Giant, one of the rares that's actually worth $1 or $2, so I'm fine with having it being the duplicate. I feel like that booster box was totally worth it. Alright guys, that's the end of the booster box. We've opened 36 Throne of Eldraine booster packs, and I would say the ones that are the most valuable in the last 18 packs would be Oko, Thief of Crowns, the Magic Mirror, and our 2 copies of Robber of the Rich, a regular version and a holographic version. It would be really cool if we saw some more alternative art. Did not see too many of those ones, but that's alright. I'm going to be sleeving up the wonderful cards we got today. Hope you guys subscribe if you enjoy the content. It really does help me out. And I will see you all in the next episode.